Okay, so let's see how to add or change, edit content in our website. The first thing you need to do is log in. You click here. You're gonna want to log in using your Windows credentials. Now, the first time you do this, you are gonna need to talk to Pat or I so we can make you an editor. So once you're an editor, then you'll be able to log in as before. But now you see I just logged in. With Vidal, tells me it's logged in. Everything looks the same except there's this new menu item here, add content. And also if you click through to say an item, you'll see, or any page or any item, you'll see these new tabs, an edit tab. And this is how you can edit a page. So if you click on the edit tab, now you get this editor, title, body, standard stuff. And you can edit it right here. This is full HTML. And you have here, if you click here, enable rich text, you get this little sort of Wysiwyg that is kind of useful. It doesn't show you much there, but let me go over to this page here. Click edit and go to the Wysiwyg, and you see it shows you a little bit how it's kind of gonna look like. So it's nicer for editing. You know, you have boldface and stuff, sort of standard things there, and you can switch back and forth between these. So you can do some stuff in raw HTML and switch over. That's fine. And then first thing I want to mention here, though, is this revisions tab also. So every time you hit save, it's going to save a new revision. And you do not have permissions to delete any revisions, either that you or anybody else did. So you can see we can go back in time. You can see Duncan made some changes here, and then I did some other ones. You can revert to a previous revision if you want to. So if you make a mistake, you can always go and revert to another revision. So don't worry about messing up the current page, because you cannot. The current page will always be kept as a revision somewhere here. So don't worry about that. Now let's go over adding a new page. So to add new content, you click on add content, and in here is there's going to be this link to this video that you're watching right now. And but here, these are the types of contents that we can add to our web page. You can add, this is a basic page, is a web page somewhere in the website. These are the classes. You probably don't want to mess with that. These are the classes that show up here. Events, these are the events that we're going to go into the calendar. So if you want to add your own event, do that. Job ads, these show up under the jobs board. And the news items are the ones that show up on the front page. So they're different from basic pages that just are somewhere in the website. This is a new person. Again, probably don't want to mess with. And there's web forms. If you want to do little polls, you can talk to me about that. In menus, if you want to change the menus, again, you might talk to me about that if you want to do that. So I'm just going to show the basic page. I can add a new page. I can say this is a test. This is the body of the page. And so we go down here. And in here, I can specify the path, the URL in which I want this page to show. So normally, if you leave that check, it's going to create a new URL, which is going to be like /content/ the title or something. But let's say you don't want that. You want to put that in your lab or something. So you can say, this is, my lab home or something. You can save it. And there it is. So now it's already published under csc.edu/mylab/home. This is what people will see, of course, without the edit. Then you can edit it some more, right? So you can add more things in there. You can say 1 point and another one and another one, whatever. And okay, a few more things. If you want to add a picture to it, any number of photos, you go down here to picture, you say choose file, and I'm going to choose, I got some pictures here in my desktop here. Then you hit upload. It's gonna upload it to the website. That might take a little bit of time. This is kind of a big picture. So there it is. And it's a rather large picture. But you can disable rich text. You can find where I want to put my picture. You have to click back here after you do that. You say I want to put it in there, and then you can click on this insert button here, and then you go back here and it says you can see it added image source /file/valafar. So basically, it's gonna just use whatever file name your picture has, and then it's gonna put it on the /files. That's all that it does. Now you see specify the width and the height, so a little bit of HTML. Tutorial here. If you go over to the Wysiwyg, you click on the picture, and then you click on here for the picture. It just lets you edit that with the width and the height. And you can specify the alignment if you want it to float right or left. So if you want this picture to float to the right, we can do that. And the width and the height, I'm going to specify 50% and auto. You can put actual pixels in there. The problem is if you do that, because our site is responsive now. Oh yeah, you can't do that. It won't let me put a number there. So go back there. So I have to put a number. And I'm going to align that to the right. Hit OK. And it looks kind of small because it's 50 pixels. So I'm going to disable that. And we have to just edit this one in raw HTML. So if I want the picture to be 50% of the page, not the page, but the div that holds the article, I say that, and I want to set the height to auto, so it keeps the aspect ratio and then float it to the right. I can save that, and then it will takes up 50% of the page. So like I said, you can use percentages are nice, because then if you are looking at this in, say, a phone, it will still take out 50% of the page. Whereas if you use raw pixels, like we did before there, then it's not, right? So if you use raw pixels, they don't get scaled very well. So it depends on what you want to do. But that's how you do the picture. It floats to the right there. You can add, similarly, after you add one, you can add another one. And once a picture is there, you can use it on any other page. So the URL is /file/valafar.jpg. You can add more. Okay. So I did that. Publishing options, by default, everything is published. You can unclick that if you say you're working on a page, you really don't want anybody to see it. You can unclick that, save it, and you'll still be able to see it. But only you can see it. And then the authoring information, because you want to change that. And then these are the menu items. Again, you might want to talk to me about this, but you can put this page under a menu item, like this is the menu. The main menu, we have several menus. For example, if you go under research, the information security lab, or Center for Information Assurance Engineering, has a different menu, right? And so they can edit that menu themselves. So they have somebody who can edit that menu. So you can also do that, set up your own menus. And the way we do this is we say everything under /ISL, we're going to show this menu as opposed to the main menu, which is this one. Okay, so going back here, basically they're all basically the same. Like the event is a little bit different when you want to add an event. You click there. It still has a title and the body, but it also is going to have the start date, time, and end date and time, and a location, and then again some images and stuff you can add to it. So if you create an event, it's immediately going to go and appear in our calendar. which is here, and then it's going to appear on our Google Calendar and on our iCal feed, which you can get from there, right? So that's nice. And finally, for people, so when you click on people, you can see that everybody here. But if you want to actually change your page, you have to click through to your full page, and then you'll see the edit and revisions. So that's how you can edit those. That's it.